Do you agree that perfect relationships are not those that will never get angry, upset, or irritated with each other? It's how fast you resolve and bounce back to normal. Once a saint was asked, "What is anger?" He gave a beautiful answer. He said, "It's a punishment we give to ourselves for somebody else's mistake." Hi, I'm Mamta, a spiritual psychologist, and I want to tell you a story that shows how anger doesn't solve anything. It builds nothing, but it can destroy everything. One night, a snake in search of food entered a carpenter's workshop. In between the logs of wood was a saw that the carpenter kept in order to cut his wood. As the snake was moving around in the shop, he brushed aside the saw, which gave it a little cut. At once thinking that the saw was about to attack it, the snake turned around and bit the saw so hard that its mouth started to bleed. The snake got so angry that it thought of rolling around the saw as if wanting to suffocate it with its whole body. It squeezed the saw so hard that it got hurt even more. So it decided that it had to attack harder, so it squeezed even more. Definitely, the snake did not do any damage to the saw, but it ended up its life being killed by the sharp blade of the saw. Actually, the snake ended up being killed by its own anger, its own reaction to something it thought was out to get it. This story gives us a very powerful message. Often we react in anger when we feel threatened or attacked, or when we feel frustrated and powerless, like we are being invalidated or being treated unfairly, or when we feel people are not respecting our feelings. And then we react when we don't need to, and then we hold on to resentments, and sometimes we feel the other person gets hurt, and in doing so we only hurt ourselves. The negative feeling that we carry around when we hold on to resentments only makes us suffer. It doesn't hurt the other person. Saint Augustine says, resentment is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. So if you want to live your best life, resentment has got to go. Now, how do you let go of your resentment? Letting go of resentment is a healing process in which you stop feeling angry towards the other person. You no longer want to punish him for what he did, but instead try to understand what makes people do things that hurts you. In life, if you want to move forward, you cannot hold on to things that has happened in the past. Physically, for example, if I hold on to this chair, how far can I be able to carry this chair with me? It's going to be impossible. It's going to be burdensome, cumbersome, and I'm going to say, stop. No, I can't go forward. So in life, if you want to move forward and you find yourself stuck in the things, stop and ask, where is it that I'm stuck? And why is it that I'm stuck? You'll find that you have not been able to forgive maybe yourself or others, and that is the reason why you're not able to move forward. So if you have not forgiven yourself, it's less likely that you're able to forgive others. But when you forgive yourself, it's quite easy for you to forgive others. Reflect on those times when you have hurt other people and those other people who have forgiven you. Remember that feeling and that gratitude and appreciate what you have been able to receive. In return, this is what you are going to do for other people. If you cannot forgive others, others are not going to forgive you either. There's a subtle mechanism of energy working over here. You forgive others and the other people forgive you. But if you do not forgive others, others are going to not forgive you. They are going to hold on to your mistakes and are going to put them in front of you again and again. In the end, forgiveness is not something we do for other people. We do it for ourselves to get well and move on. As Lewis Medis says, when you forgive others, you set a prisoner free, and in the end you discover that the prisoner was you. Thank you.